I feel like people don't get Newsmax and what's going on here. And they could say, well, it's a meme stock and all this shit. I don't give a shit if it's a meme stock or not. What I care about is what happened was a revolutionary event that could change the landscape of the investment banking industry forever. Because what they did is they IPO'd at $10 a share. And that stock surged, right? It went to wherever it went to 270 or something like that, right? Now it's around $55. So the stock surged over 2,000%, had a bigger market cap than Warner Discovery. Also Fox at one time, I think it was 34 billion, now crashed back to earth and it's more like, 8 billion. But the discussion of meme stock, I know that gets a lot of attention because you're talking about retail investors and you're kind of shitting on them. And what does that result? That results in them going on social media and going crazy and saying F you. That's the whole Bitcoin thing, right? So what does that do in reality is when you're talking about that, increases page views because when people are pissed, they're going to post even more and everybody makes money on the advertising and stuff like that. So I get it of why that's highlighted as a story from CNBC, Fox and all this shit, but it's not the story. The biggest story is how they actually raise this money because the structure of the deal was done to a Reg A plus offering, which I always thought was the crappiest thing ever because I never saw a Reg A offering work until now. And I'm glad it worked because it has to do with a lot why we tokenized our business and one of the only companies to ever do so for courtesy of research. So when you look at a Reg A plus offering, what is it? It's an alternative way to raise money for an IPO. You could raise there's certain tiers, but the second tier is up to $75 million you could raise in a 12-month period. And you could raise money through non-accredited investors, which everyone loves who's not an accredited investor. But people use Reg A plus because they want to, and I'm saying it because I don't care. I said I was going to not say that because they want to f you. Okay, that's what they want to do because retail investors don't know better. So what happens is you have these other firms that are like, wow, we're not really generating revenue. We can't go to the IPO market. We're not going to be on the NASDAQ. So you know what? Let's do Reg A. And a lot of these guys that do Reg A have their own platform where they have lots of subscribers or they have lots of followers, like a Newsmax, like a Reddit, like something like that, like has lots of people that love, they know the product, they love the product and would love to buy into the offering. Not everyone has that with their business. So these are established businesses. So you're looking at 30,000 plus non-accredited investors or investors in general came into this offering through Reg A, meaning that they didn't use a traditional Wall Street method at investment banks. They didn't use that, which basically love to pump up the price of this. They're going to pump them up for their own benefit. The companies like it as well because they're insiders. They're going to sell stock. Right? Remember, IPO is a liquidity event. I know as a retail investor, you're like, this company's IPO and I could buy it. It's a liquidity event for everyone that bought the shit out of that stock a lot cheaper than what they're selling it to yet. That's a liquidity event. Okay, that's a big event for the insiders to finally get out of some of their shares. And what do? They're going to sell those shares to you.